We are back, and we were on top. The Birds took down the Cowboys. The Sixers top in the East. The Southern Spartans undefeated going to the championship. We're here to celebrate tonight, boys. A lot to talk about. The Martins are back in the house. We are here. Santa Mood First Podcast. Hang out with us. Join the conversation.
Hurts so good. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good.
Good evening, folks, and welcome back to another episode of the Santa Mood First Podcast, coming to you live from the Northeast Pole, Santa Sweaty Sack Studio.
There you go.
We're back at it. We
We
are getting into the holidays.
Yeah, Santa's starting to work, so he
Santa-
might be getting the sweaty sack.
He might be.
Working hard.
He's got those
Good time
elves
of year.
working hard. Working hard, those elves. Back in the beautiful Thursday evening here. I will be your bartender for the evening. Jim Marcus to my left. JP of AD. The ruthless one, Ryan Smitty.
What's up, man?
What's up? What's a big deal?
Grow up.
Oh, yeah. Shut
To his left. Sporting a nice Santa Mood First
Taste the rust.
hoodie. That's the vintage.
Yeah.
A little
That's
peach fuzz.
me. I'm vintage.
Peach fuzz
The elder
mustache.
statesman, Donald.
What up?
What's up, George?
I-
Peach
that-
fuzz.
That's one of my favorite pieces that we
hmm
That's a good one.
have.
It's a perfect hoodie. You can wear it indoors, outdoors. It's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Thin, soft. You can wear it to bed if you want.
Is this a Trojan condom commercial?
Oh, God. Dude, you guys are already off the rails. To our next, wearing an
We are
ugly,
on a little later.
ugly Oregon Ducks hoodie. That's Andrew Martin. How you doing, Andrew?
What's up?
Not
That's
much.
not, wait, he's not to your left.
No, I said straight ahead in the ugly sweatshirt. And then we got the man of the man with the hair.
It is looking good.
The
isn't it?
Don.
It is looking good.
Asking
That-
a lot of
that's
weird
what
questions, but
That's what someone who's game
always
with him.
thinking about the funds.
I think they're rational.
DJ, how you doing tonight?
I'm good.
All right, now I'm going to go back to Jim. That was just a quick injury.
Volume violation. All right, before we get started, we'll thank our sponsors. Mama Mia's Pizzeria. Fantastic food. Little Chick-fil-A pie tonight. Some wings. Plain
I
pie.
haven't had the
Square
wings
meat.
in a while.
Square meat.
Wings. The wings were good.
Square meat.
Square meats. We have the meat sweats.
Dude, what is going on today?
No, it was a square meat pizza.
Square meat pie.
Yeah, what?
Is that what you say when you order it?
They know me. They're like, hey, Jim, square meat? I said, yep.
Squared.
Double square meat.
Double it up.
Uh,
Yeah.
Extra meat.
Extra meats. We love it. Stockyard Sandwich Company down there in Spring Garden, across from Philly Community College.
Yep.
Fantastic sandwiches.
Yep.
It says Philly Community College.
Pecan.
KKF. All right.
Pecan.
Or
I-
CCP, if
Yeah.
you are smart.
All right, he's rudely interrupted.
Plus, we got Pops McCann's fine whiskeys and bourbons.
You did forget to introduce someone because I think Smitty threw you.
Oh, yeah, Smitty, and behind the camera, keeping us live and on the air. Yeah, Smitty threw me off. Sorry, Nate Money Pop Moss. There we go.
Yeah.
And the kid will show up at some point. You
You
know,
don't
he's
have
over
a
there.
statement to make.
He's over there. His
We
garlic.
got a
knots.
lot to talk about tonight, guys. Let's get started.
What's going on?
Dude, Smitty, can you
I
please?
gotta finish thanking the sponsors.
I don't know.
Pops McCann's fine whiskeys
The proprietor,
and
Jason
bourbons.
Fogg.
Jason 5. Again, holidays are around the corner.
Yep.
Get yourself some fine spirits for the holidays.
Find a woman.
Whiskey.
Get her some Pop Tires.
Keeps you warm
Whiskey.
when it gets cold.
Dude, what has gotten into this dude today?
Baby, it's cold outside.
Maybe it's cold outside.
Right.
Maybe just one more.
Just
drink.
pour a little drink, a little bit more.
And
are you really looking to make this your last episode?
No, that's a song.
that song got canceled.
Oh,
You're ready to get
It's
canceled.
all- They still play it. It is canceled.
You're up next in the cancel list, dude.
Okay, sounds good.
And Scooter Shark, our buddy from last week, we threw them out there.
That's
Anybody's looking for a gift for that teenager, college student, lazy adult in your life,
Take
get an
Mark.
electric scooter.
Take
Scooter
Mark.
Shark. Hey, you could get Batman beside you and just ride that electric scooter.
that would be
Sure.
quite the
Get
sight
a little
to
weight
see.
off
Sure.
that dog, get him running.
Or you could take the scooter shark here every night. I don't know if
I
you're gonna
could.
get home,
You
man,
could,
but
yeah.
I could.
You probably crashing after whiskey.
I get lost on the way home.
Can you get a DUI on that?
Yeah, that's
Is it a motorized vehicle?
We should let Deke
It's
find
not a
out.
vehicle. What defines a vehicle?
Deke will fucking pull
It's
over.
wheels and an engine?
Or a motor that
You
makes
can
it.
get a DUI with a riding bike.
You can get DUI riding your
There-
lawnmower.
there
Or a
were
golf
guys on
cart
the Penn
and a
State-
lawnmower,
Riding
yes.
If you get a DUI with a bike, you got banned.
Yo, you can get if you're like using a ride on lawnmower and drinking a beer. It's a DUI on your own property.
I don't.
I think you can.
100% open
Yeah.
container.
Still get maybe.
No, in Philly too, open
Really?
container
I don't know
by
about
the
Philly.
law.
On your own property?
Yeah,
Isn't that
it's drinking
one of
and
the
driving.
amendments?
You're operating a
Isn't
motorized.
that
vehicle.
one of the amendments that you can't?
You're-
It's your own property. They can't-
You operating. You're
Thou
operating.
shalt not cut your lawn without a beer.
Yeah.
That's the 11th commandment.
You're operating a motorized vehicle.
I don't know. That's bullshit. Yeah, I'm
Hey,
gonna try.
Why don't you guys ask the new mayor elect? She'll tell
I'm
you.
gonna try to
I think that's
get
right.
that one written.
Deke.
written off.
The city's not even pulling you over for having bad registrations. You think they're going to stop you from cutting your lawn with a beer in
Hey,
your hand?
maybe a cop's having a really rough day.
Maybe I drive by and I don't feel safe. Deke's on his lawn. He's stumbling on his lawnmower, so I call the police.
I don't have a front lawn. I only have a backyard. Back lawn.
Oh, I thought you
backyard.
were like,
You cut your lawn with your shirt off?
I do not.
You?
No.
I know people do.
I do.
If you need to get a little color, why?
I do. What's wrong with cutting the lawn with your shirt off?
You don't cut your lawn with your shirt off.
Yeah, I
You
do.
even cut your
Me
lawn?
and what? Me and Jess do. She
Just cut-
takes her
just
shirt off
cuts
too.
The lawn?
Yeah, it's a mutual act.
Dude. Jess cuts the lawn.
I do the cutting or the trimming. She does the other with her shirt off. It's a nice little bonding.
I don't think that's true either.
She does not.
We're gonna get Smitty out of trouble. We're gonna move on.
But your dad says it doesn't have to be motorized. You can get a DUI on a bike.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank
actually,
you.
My dad said a BUI.
He did, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to bring that up.
Biking under the influence?
I guess.
That's BWI.
Listen, if you're operating any type of vehicle and you have alcohol in your system, it doesn't matter if you're on your property. It's illegal. You guys need to learn to
What
follow
about
the
inline
rules.
skates?
I don't know about inline skates. Why don't you try it? Drink a bottle of pops and go rollerblading.
Try not to kill yourself while you're at it.
All right, are we
Go-
gonna talk sports?
Yeah, let's talk some sports.
Talk sports.
Go off
Enough
the
DUI.
Lakes Road exit in roller.
Yes, that would be right down all the way down Woodhaven.
Oh yeah. Get on the sports, will
Grab a
you?
hold of one of those towels on those cars and zip up and down there all night and just zip right down Woodhaven Road. On
Yeah.
Like
inline
we
skates.
like we used to do in the snow, hopping cars.
All right. It's good to be on the top, right? Good to be on top.
It is.
8-1. And you guys weren't here last week. We got into it last week. Bob was here.
Bob,
We started
listen,
the whole like
I got to.
this team because Smitty, you weren't here when I asked these guys for the one word to define the Eagle season. We got into the inconsistent and
Did anybody use the word struggling?
Bob said struggling. Yes, We got our-
27-2, and you're a struggling team. Can somebody explain that to me? In the last 29 regular season games, the Eagles are 27-2, but we're going to categorize them as struggling. Does anybody disagree with that? Struggling.
Yeah, I disagree.
Andrew, are the Eagles struggling at 27-2?
No.
The Don, are the Eagles struggling at
I
27-2?
wouldn't necessarily say struggling, but they have their moments of struggles.
It's wonderful that they're 8-1. I'm thrilled that they're 8-1, but every week there's something they need to clean up.
But that's
And
life.
turnovers, no. Turnovers are a consistent issue with this team.
What turnovers were this weekend? Did I miss something?
There were 3 fumbles. They were lucky to recover all 3.
But was there a turnover?
No, but there were 3 fumbles that they were lucky to recover all 3.
Okay.
I thought Swift got knocked out the way he fell.
He probably did.
Dude,
The way
ran
he
into a
fell,
Mack truck.
I know.
Dude,
He dropped.
Penalties on that last drive were an issue, and penalties
I
have
still don't agree with
have
the
been a
one on
problem.
Bradbury. I
Well,
don't. I think the wide receiver caused more of it. You guys said that was textbook pass interference. He
He
jumped.
He never turned.
Yeah, but he
was
jumped
in-
over him. Like you were turned like this. He like jumped into him.
If you
got
if you
turned
look
in the
at-
defensive.
Yeah, if you look at pass interference in the NFL, that is
I just think that
101.
I don't know. At that point in the game, first of all, I don't even think the ball was catchable for him either.
Chris Blum just mentioned that they're consistently having to overcome their own mistakes. Now, before you go off, Smitty, as my nephew.
I'm not going to go up, but 27-2 is not a team that struggles. You're never
Yes,
gonna
but
convince
there
me
are
that.
issues with the team that they need to clean up, and it's
But
every
that does not.
week.
That's not struggling. Struggling is a team that's not
They-
winning.
Do you agree that they have to overcome their own mistakes?
Yeah, but they're not struggling.
Wow. Yep.
Nate, are they
Wait,
struggling?
wait. Here's
Are the
another-
Eagles
Here's
struggling?
another word that starts with ST. Stumbling. Stumbling? Is that a good one?
No, because
Yeah.
they're winning.
To
They
start the game.
You
They
guys are
stumble.
like,
They
you
are-
guys want to.
Aha.
Is Hurt
You
struggling?
Uh-huh.
guys want to. Is Hurts struggling?
Yes.
Are you
With turnovers.
Dude,
Yes.
With
he's-
turnovers.
Hurts might win the MVP.
Oh.
Yes, I was about to mention that.
Oh man, he just came right at you. He makes a good point.
He does.
The caller makes a good
So
point.
tell them when we beat
The
Michigan
commenter
this
makes a good
weekend.
point.
When we beat Michigan this weekend, and then we'll see what happens.
Oh,
Penn State.
That's what he says.
Penn State.
You didn't say that with your chest, Smitty.
You want to put some money on?
Maybe.
You want to put some
But I just.
my Eagles tickets?
All right. Here's the.
Whoa.
For a game or for the season?
Listen.
Solid.
All right.
For
now
the
listen.
for a game or for the
Nate.
season? Oh, okay. All
Nate,
right,
listen.
all right.
I just don't think you can sit there and say a team's struggling.
They don't struggle at 81.
Right.
They just don't.
You don't. I don't.
But you're every week they're having to overcome mistakes, and you know
That's
to
football.
That's okay.
but
That shows the true build of a team. Correct? If they
I would like to.
let me ask you this: how do you wait a
I
minute.
would like
hold on. How do you
for
classify a team that's struggling that is 9-0 in their last 9 games against teams with winning records?
but have they been clean games? Have they been easy games? I would like to be able
The
to sit
Dolphins
there
game was pretty
one
easy.
or two times in those 8 wins and say, all right, cool, this game's over at halftime, or this game's over by the third quarter.
That's what I said. D. I want a game where at halftime I'm like
Yeah,
cooking up dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Dishes,
Yeah.
Like not having to
it becomes
worry about-
background noise
Yeah.
and not the edge of your seat, white knuckle death ride.
But I'm also with you. Smitty. Like you can't say this team is strong.
Right,
More.
right,
They're the best team in the NFL right now.
dude. They
Right? And you can argue that all you want. They're the best team in the NFL.
right,
And all the other teams that were supposed to be top teams have had the same struggle.
exactly.
Kansas City's look like ass.
Yes,
Right,
they
you
have.
guys are- you're
They have.
San Fran's on a 3-game.
Hurts
That-
is,
yeah.
Hurts is number 1
No.
in the MVP right now. Odds, and you're going to talk about him struggling, and he's having a bad
I
year.
don't think anybody's saying they're struggling.
No, your brother did say that. He said Hurts having a
Of
bad
course
year.
he said he's. Of course, have you not?
He's a contrarian.
He's going to disagree with.
He
the
gets
majority.
paid to be Skip Bayless.
Yeah, but Skip Bayless
He
talks.
wants equal dollars.
He Skip Bayless talks, makes good points. This
No,
one,
no, he doesn't. Don't
Yeah, he
give
does.
Skip Bayless credit.
Skip does not make any good points.
Well, he
I
talks
make
a lot.
I
I
don't
make
think
good
anybody's
points.
saying they're struggling, but they have. their
Hurts is
moments
struggling with the
throughout
turnover.
game Where it's like, what do we do? We don't look 8-1. Like they have those moments.
They look 1-8.
I think that's just part of the game, and
1-8.
they do overcome them.
Good teams
Secondary?
find ways to win. That's all.
Secondary. So we want to talk about the secondary.
Secondary's the
Secondary
biggest
continues
issue.
to be an issue.
Yes, it is.
Biggest issue.
And they weren't on the injury. Well, no, they didn't even issue an injury list. But Bradbury and Slade both left that game hurt.
Yeah.
And then they win.
No, but I'm saying go forward. Like the secondary,
Yes, it is.
we got a week
Yeah.
off. Those guys need to get healthy.
Everybody got beat up.
Nate,
Dean's
we're gonna
hurt.
win by 1 point against the Chiefs in a couple weeks, and we're gonna come back and be like, Deacon, we were struggling. We could have put them away in the second half.
No.
We beat the Chiefs by
No,
1.
that
We're
that
9-1,
game,
but we're struggling.
that game, I just want to win.
Well, they're struggling.
It'll
By
be
your
out
textbook
there.
definition.
It's a revenge game.
9-1, they're struggling.
Here's the thing, Smitty. You know that if they keep playing like this, it's going to catch up.
Hasn't yet.
It's going to.
Okay. You sound like Bob in hypotheticals. Has it happened?
I think this whole week I've been big on hypotheticals.
But yeah, listen,
I got
you
$1
guys,
million worth of hypothetical.
there's a reason why they keep winning, dude. and it's not
because
luck.
They're a good team.
Right.
And they,
So
they're-
when's it going to catch up? Who are you really?
Because if you
Who are you scared of that
who-
they play? I'm tired of hearing about this
Who
schedule.
they beaten right now?
Miami, that you claimed was a great
Miami
team.
is a good team.
Okay.
They beaten Dallas.
Okay.
That's really
They
the
haven't
only
beat. They
two
haven't
tough
beat.
teams that they beat.
You can only beat who's on your
They haven't
schedule.
beat a winnable
when they
team.
play,
These guys-
they're playing the toughest part of their schedule right now. They have Kansas City coming
Dude, they're
up.
gonna
They have
finish
San
the season with
Francisco
at
coming
least
up.
13 wins.
They got Kansas City.
Is that good enough for you? 13 wins.
Smitty, right now, if they play,
Nate?
if they play these next two games, Kansas City and Buffalo, the way they've been playing the last 9
Yeah, I
weeks,
think they still win.
I don't know.
Buffalo sucks.
I
Stop
think they
talking
beat
about Buffalo.
I think they beat
They're going to beat
Buffalo.
Kansas
They
City too.
yeah, they can beat
If you
Buffalo,
watch
especially
Kansas City,
especially here.
They're not what they were.
Right.
But they have a decent defense now.
They're
Kansas City's defense is keeping them.
they're not stopping Brown or Smith.
keeping with the theme. They're going to struggle against Kansas City, I think.
Okay. We'll wait and see.
I don't think they'll get. They're not going to get blown out. They're too good of a
Dude,
team.
Yeah,
you
they're not
guys-
going to get blown.
Again,
If you keep turning the ball over, good teams are going to
Would it
capitalize.
surprise you they got blown out by KC?
Yeah, it
No.
would.
yeah.
Wouldn't surprise you?
No.
It would.
You think they're going to get blown out?
I didn't say that.
I don't think they will, but it wouldn't surprise me.
I think it would surprise me.
I mean, the link.
It's at.
No,
it's
it's at Kansas City.
No, he knows that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying
Field,
places.
Seattle.
Well, I want to see them
I would
win
say
in a
Arrowhead,
hostile
like,
environment.
All those places, and those are all real advantages.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like it's going to be tough to play in Arrowhead.
Yeah.
But guess what? Carolina did it. Or I mean, not Carolina. Detroit did it.
I was just say Carolina.
That was game
Definitely
one.
That was
did
game
not.
one. They didn't have Kelsey
That was Super Bowl night.
Dude,
They
they
didn't have
lost
Frank
to the
Clark
freaking Broncos.
or Chris Jones. I mean,
They lost to the Broncos.
I'm just saying in Arrowhead.
Eagles lost to the Jets.
division game. Eagles almost lost to the Redskins. The
Yeah.
Commanders.
Like it's going to be a tough game. Like Hurts has got to play his best game to win that game. Just like the Super Bowl, he's got to play his best game.
There's 3 games left on this schedule that you can say should be easy
Believe it
wins.
or not.
The
Their,
Giants
their
twice,
defense is
and
good.
Arizona.
They're
And
young.
Arizona.
They're young.
Who
too.
knows with Murray? I'm not a Kyler Murray fan, but he comes
Arizona,
back.
Arizona
by the end of the
coming in
season,
here in
Full-on
January.
tank by
Yeah, I think by the end
then.
of the
Full-on
season.
tank by then.
Dude, they're gonna get
So they should be-
13 to 14
That's 11.
wins.
That's 11, right? That's 11. We're saying there's at least 3 more games
They're
I
gonna-
guarantee. So we're at
Okay.
11.
Right.
So then you 2 more out of Kansas City, Buffalo, Seattle, Dallas.
What do you
I'm not saying it's impossible.
San Fran's in there too.
Dude, I think you guys are down the team
I
a
think
little
they
bit.
beat them.
Yeah, I think they're gonna beat up.
San Fran doesn't worry me anymore.
Dude,
The game that we're up high, the Kansas City game.
all right, Kansas
is the
City,
one that
fine.
worries
Even
me.
if they lose Kansas City, they
And
even.
Buffalo's a
At
tough
Dallas.
game. Buffalo's a tough game.
Why is Buffalo struggled to beat the freaking Giants?
We lost to the Jets, so like your argument in that.
But Buffalo has
It's not
played
good.
bad a lot this year. They've not beat anybody that
You could
impressive.
say this. All right, besides the Dolphins, and they just beat.
But
barely beat
Buffalo
the
has
Cowboys.
struggled more than the Eagles.
Buffalo was my Super Bowl pick for the NFC.
Dude,
I'm down on Buffalo.
You got to remember,
Josh Allen is just
the Eagles aren't winning these games by a fluke or luck. You're not 9-0 against no.
What-
You're not
When the-
no.
How many
You're not 9-0 against winning
Wait,
teams.
wait,
when the Eagles were up 28 to 17, they should have stomped on
I'm
them and
not
put them
disagreeing
away.
with that, but what I'm saying is
That game should not have come
when
down
you-
to the last
when you're
drive.
27-2 over your last 29 games, and you're 9-0 in your last 9 games against winning teams. You're not winning by luck. You're not.
I will say that I find myself every game day sitting there and not. I will say for the first time in like 2 years, not nervous. 'Cause
Well,
I
no,
think-
that's bullshit. Because
I
in the
think-
first 5 minutes, you say they're losing. Every
No,
week.
no, but it's
So
my
stop
first
with that
things.
bullshit.
No, but I can honestly tell you, I sit there and be like, I don't get nervous because I'm like, I still think they're.
Because you know that we have an elite
They're-
quarterback.
they're
Just
a
say
good
it.
team.
We have an
Yeah,
elite
of course.
quarterback.
Yeah, that's
Right? When
I'm
push
not
comes to
a
shove,
Hurts-
he
Hurts
gets
hater.
it. I know you're not.
Let's say this week was luck.
They should have lost.
Dak told Tony Romo.
Dak
and
Where's that
decided,
picture?
It's coming up. Like
Dak
decided-
screwed up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
He still threw for what, 400 yards?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns?
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb
Did whatever
cooked
he
us.
wanted.
He cooked us.
Why was Eli Ricks on CeeDee Lamb for a half?
They had nobody else.
the Slay.
Slay was playing. Bradbury was playing.
Obviously,
Yeah,
some.
Bradbury's been in the slot a lot with Maddox.
I just think they set up Ricks to fail. That one. You can't have him on his own.
Where's Ringo? I mean, is he that bad? Yeah, is he
Ringo
that
sucks.
bad?
Everybody thought you're right.
He's a
Exactly.
rookie, I know, but
Ringo's not good.
Nolan Smith stinks.
I'm not ready to go there yet with Nolan.
Sounds like you're saying the team's struggling.
nah, they're-
All these sucky ass players.
The rookies
Dude,
I think we just hype on those rookies, and I mean, even Carter saw that, right? He's
hurt.
but he's still making an impact on that
I'm
line.
not saying he's not,
Yeah.
but I mean,
You can tell when
we
Jordan
started off
Davis.
like, oh shit, we got the best defensive lineman in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
When Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter aren't on the field, you can tell because they can do whatever they want.
It was a physical game.
Yeah.
It was a good game too.
It was a good game.
I don't know if Dallas should have won the game, but they
Could have tied
let,
us.
They let the game slide.
Oh,
through
yeah.
their hands.
Yeah.
But we
The
did
Eagles
enough
gave it
to win
away.
the game, though.
Eagles
I think
gave
we did
it
enough
away.
to win the game.
Should have put my picture of Mike McCarthy up here. Hey, McCarthy's a horrible coach.
And so and
He's a boob.
and
He's a
Dak
complete
and
boob.
Dak chokes in the clutch.
Hey,
They're
Dak-
not a good coach team if you're getting false starts with the game at the 6-yard line. You're not.
No, I agree with you.
You're not a well-coached
If
team,
they
and
were
that's the
well-coached team-
difference between the Eagles and other teams. The Eagles are a well-coached team, and when they need to make a play, they make a play, and it's not by luck. It's not. You can't say if you win 27 out of 29 games that it's luck.
Very good.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, you can't, Deke. You cannot say
They're,
that.
for the most part, they are a well-coached team, but there are moments during games on both sides of the ball. You're like,
Okay, but you know what?
What are they
you know what
doing?
else? Like you guys rip Brian Johnson left and right. I think he's done a very good job this year, offensively. I don't know how you can rip him. I really don't.
I think this was probably one of his best games.
It was his best game,
But
and the
There were
mismatches.
still some very questionable.
But it's easy for you guys to say
6
questionable
minutes to
call.
go, 3rd and 3, and you're going to throw a deep.
I
ball
agree
to
with
AJ
you,
Brown.
but
Like,
last,
that was.
but it was. But remember the week before they did it, and it worked. If
They
that
were-
works, Brian Johnson's a
But they were in
genius,
a
right,
different
Nate?
position. They
You
were in a
gotta
different
know when to-
position.
You got to know when to do it and when not to do it. Though. That situation, you can't do.
Gotta
It.
know
I don't
when to hold
agree.
him,
I
when to
don't
fold.
disagree.
But
with
if it
you.
happens, Nate, everybody's saying he's a genius,
But it was
right?
a bad ball. He didn't give him a
Yeah, it wasn't a good throwing ball.
at the time of the game and where they were.
But
I'm not saying I disagree with
how
throwing
many
the ball
good
deep to
drives
AJ
did he
Brown on
put?
3rd
How
and
many
3.
mismatches those did he have when he had the 2 running backs out? He got Goddard was. I mean, other than that, obviously he's injured, but I thought that was his best call game by far. In the red zone, they were converting everything too.
How about Kenny Gainwell?
He
Surprise,
sucks.
But I mean, like he's
I want to see more Penny.
trying to make Kenny Gainwell happen. Yeah, it's Sirianni just loves.
yeah, I want to see more of Penny
He had
also.
one run.
Two.
Two.
For 9 yards.
And yeah, he got
The first one,
First one he got 7 yards.
Yeah.
Where's this guy been all year? And
Then you don't see him anymore.
Yeah.
yes.
He looks like he's got fresh legs.
So
Yeah,
maybe
the
that-
run, he was like.
Maybe
Yeah, he
that's their
should have
plan.
fresh legs.
Maybe that's their plan for some of these big games. They're just going to unleash
You
him.
know that's a good point. You remember years ago?
LeGarrette Blunt.
Not LeGarrette Blunt. What was the
JJ.
game? Is the Packers Thursday night? It might have been Hurts when he came in, or no, it was still Wentz. We just ran the ball all night, and
Oh, with Boston Scott.
was it Scott?
It was Scott,
It was guys that didn't
Sanders,
play.
and it
guys that,
was
like, they didn't use like all year, and we're like, holy crap! Like, look what happened.
yeah, it was Scott Sanders,
That's what it kind of reminds.
and
me
I
of.
forget who the other one was.
Think back then, yeah.
Oh, it was
Smallwood?
no,
Wendell
no, it was the guy they traded for. Shit. Or he's a veteran.
Not-
Oh. The dude from the Jordan Howard.
Jordan Howard. Right, that's what it was. Jordan.
And it was the Jordan Howard. And then he started
Yeah.
getting carries.
Yep, that's what I think you might be a good call when Rashad Penny might be the Jordan Howard.
The other thing is too, here's my solution with tight end. It's Julio Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. So
That's the solution.
Dallas is done till
Right, Nate?
playoffs.
Julio's your tight end.
That's
Why?
your third
He's
option
not your
now.
tight end. He's your
third
big
option.
body. But
No, he can block and he
I'm
can
not sure he's your third option.
you
Who
put him
is
on a block.
Quez?
what do you got? Zacchaeus?
Well,
D-
Quez isn't back yet.
I
It's the
don't know.
case.
I haven't seen enough. He caught one time.
DJ.
No, I'm talking about for a tight end. He can
Palmer just said Jordan Howard.
Who
Oh, yeah. Thanks,
who are
Palmer.
the tight ends?
Stoll,
Stoll. Yeah, Calcaterra's hurt and
and Alberto.
isn't Stoll hurt too? Again?
Have they looked at any tight ends? Who would tight end? Rodgers.
Rod.
Is Rodgers out there?
No, we
Dick Rod. You didn't bring the Dick Rod.
You know who they could have went after, but he got signed? The dude who used to play for Pittsburgh. I just saw Dallas, I think, signed him. Practice.
Miller?
Jesse James. He's not great.
Oh,
But
I thought
yeah.
you took Martavius Bryant.
No, that's a dude, that's a desperation move.
Yeah,
Because they wanted Julio. They wanted Julio. That was well documented.
I don't know. I like Julio in the red zone. I don't like Julio as a tight end.
He can't be your tight end. He
No,
doesn't
I
block.
think he should
No.
be in the slot. That's
Who are you putting as your tight end? You don't have
I,
anybody.
you don't have anybody.
Right. Yeah, it's got to be Stoll or Calcaterra.
Big Alberto.
Yeah, but he's
Alberto
he's
showed up last
offensively.
week.
He could do it. He can catch, but
we
he
want
can't
Gronk?
block.
Does Howie call him?
Gronk ain't coming out.
Do you think Howie called him?
No.
I
Did he-
guarantee Howie called him.
Did he call him? Yeah, I wouldn't
guarantee
doubt it.
Howie called him.
Yeah, but I don't think Gronk has any interest.
Why would you want to?
Why we're
He
at it,
has
why
no
don't we
interest
just
in
bring
coming back.
Antonio Gates out too?
Come on, it's not.
Chance for another ring?
You were a Patriot. You got a sweet life.
Didn't bother Chris Long.
He was a buck too.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
Brady.
Didn't
if
bother.
he was in better shape,
who's
I
the,
think he'd play. He's not in football shape.
I don't
No.
know. Look, I don't think.
Zach.
I don't think
The other
No, no, no,
defensive
no, no,
lineman,
no.
Dan
Another
Klecko.
ring?
Didn't bother Dan Klecko.
Another ring, he's playing. I just don't think he's in shape.
I don't-
Yeah.
I don't think he's interested either. But I would.
Gronk and Kelsey on the same team. That'd be pretty cool. Like they would be celebrating like crazy. That'd be pretty cool. He'd probably get him on the
Dick Rod, is he available?
Dick Rod. I don't know.
So
He knows the system,
he's a vet.
and he can get the
You're
ball.
not gonna trust him though. He's like 38 years old.
No,
Yeah, how old is he?
More than any other
Stoll
tight end.
would show us what he can and can't.
You know what? I'll tell you what would have happened if they lost Goddard before, they would have traded back for Ertz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ertz just got hurt.
Now he's hurt again
Yeah, he's
too.
on IR.
Is he really? Wow.
Dude, he went. How about that? I was thinking about that. He asked out because he's like, this team doesn't have a chance to win. As soon as he left, we made the playoffs in the Super Bowl. every
Yeah, but
year.
he went to a 5-0 team
Yeah, and they suck.
at the time.
I thought he wanted out because they didn't get. He was wanting a new contract.
Yeah, but he also didn't
Yeah.
think. He also thought it was a
His
rebuilding.
career just fell right off.
Yeah, when he left here.
I know, but I know it's kind of. I feel bad a little bit.
I don't.
I like Ertz.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you get greedy.
I don't want to give him a big head because he's been making comments tonight all night that you guys have loved. But my dad just said sign Olsen to Clinton and a bonus you get out of the broadcast booth, which I completely
He was
agree with.
horrible.
He was horrible.
Well, they wanted them.
Stuff-
They wanted the Cowboys
everybody
to
wanted
win.
The Cowboys.
It was like listening to the
Everything-
NLCS
It
when they
was
wanted the
horrible.
Diamondbacks.
And every time the camera panned off the field, it went to the Cowboy side of the field. It was horrible. Look, we
America's
get it.
team.
America's team. I don't think
Jerry.
they're America's team anymore, but they get
They
so
were-
much. And even after it, all the
What are they-
media after the game was how the Cowboys lost, not how the Eagles won, not how the Eagles persevered and struggled through that game. But yeah, I hate it.
What are they doing at linebacker? I mean, I know they're
I was going to be calling him tomorrow.
no, but they have to bring up somebody, whether it's Van Sumeren or Brandon Smith. They're gonna have to bring somebody
they-
up.
Didn't
They
Van
brought up
Sumeren
Banks.
come up last week?
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
came up for special teams.
Yeah, but I mean,
It'll be
but
the
he's
same
there.
thing.
It's-
You don't think it'll be Smith?
No.
I
I
think.
think Summerlin's been with the team for like 2 years now.
Yeah, but I don't.
Practice squad.
Michigan
Practice
State,
squad.
Sparty.
Yeah, why not?
That's right.
They're better at linebacker without.
You know, I was thinking that too because when
He
in the
can't stay
game,
healthy.
he can't stay healthy, but when he's in the game, they expose our linebackers bad. Like with tight ends over the middle, plays over the middle. Like our linebackers can't cover for crap.
For forever,
Yeah,
tight ends
it's not.
over the middle
Yeah,
have killed
Cunningham.
us.
Dak Cunningham
No.
is a good player. The other guy they
That
had
goes all the way
that
back to
retired,
Andy
I think
Reid.
He could have played too. Miles Jack, but he didn't want to
Yeah.
play here anymore.
I mean, yeah,
I forgot
they
they
might be
signed
better
him.
without Dean.
Well, he left like after a week.
I'm a little bummed because I was
Yeah, I wanted him
excited
to
for
be-
Dean. Like I know he's undersized, but I thought he was going to be decent.
Well, yeah, he was great in college. It just shows you when you're on a dominant defense.
Yeah.
Like, look at Ringo. He sucks.
And you can't.
Nate's right.
Dean can't stay healthy.
Ringo was decent.
He got smoked on something. When he went against elite talent, like,
Yeah,
he got
who-
cooked.
But think about it in the NFL, like who can guard Justin Jefferson? Who can cover Tyreek Hill? No
I'm-
corner in
I'm
the
just
NFL.
talking about in general.
Oh,
He
yeah.
can't cover anybody. I'm not sure he's a corner.
They say
Is he a linebacker?
No, he's a small player.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in Dean.
It sucks. Like, dude,
He was
just-
undersized. I mean, that's why he fell to where he
How
fell.
about he fell?
And the
Undersized,
laundry,
Yeah.
the laundry
injury
list of
problems, but,
injuries.
you know, we crossed our fingers and hoped that the injuries were
That's
not
all
an
that
issue.
she is.
Yeah, and he's still developing. And when he does,
Same time though.
Yeah, but he's always hurt. Starting to
Trotter
think he's
played
made of
special teams
glass.
for 3 years, right?
Starting to think he's made of glass.
Trotter had 2 go arounds with the Eagles. The
No, but
first
I'm
one,
saying,
So when he came back, he played.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
can't stay healthy.
when he first started, though,
Right?
He wasn't a starter.
he sucked when he
First couple
first started
seasons.
here.
Who, Trotter?
Really?
Yeah, he wasn't good.
He wasn't
And then
a
he
starter.
went to
the first couple
Washington,
seasons.
then came back.
No, he was good when he left, but he sucked at first.
He was a Pro Bowler a few times before he left.
Yeah.
I'm saying when he first
When he
first couple
first
seasons,
started, he wasn't that
he was
good.
not a starter.
I don't remember him being bad his first couple seasons.
Well, you got to remember.
You're getting old. So
Yeah.
that happens.
Stephen F. Austin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see this kid killing it at Clemson. He's number one.
He
linebacker.
might get.
He's doing
He might be a bird. He might.
He's gonna be a first round
20s.
pick.
I would say 20s.
Yeah.
Well,
Early
He's the
20s.
best linebacker.
you know who the Eagles might get because he's hurt? Brock Bowers. That's going to be
Oh
a
my
replacement
God.
for Dallas Goddard. I'm
Yeah.
serious. The Eagles are going to take a tight end this year. They're
First round now? That high?
if somebody's there that they really like.
in the Super Bowl.
If Bowers is there, I would take him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying, right?
Bowers might be the next Gronk. That's a big take, quake. But
They also, I hate to
That's
say
the
it,
why- that's
dude.
the-
I hate to say it. What's that other
He's
tight
a
end that's
star.
really good from freaking Notre Dame? He's really good too.
Myers.
He's already with the Raiders.
Don't forget about Iowa's tight ends. They always produce.
Yeah, but
I think
yeah.
he's hurt though.
yeah,
I forget it.
Notre Dame, I feel like, has been a tight end factory for the last
they
10
all have
years.
tight ends.
Hey, all the way back to Mark Bavaro.
Yeah, we're going
Next
back too
topic,
far.
how we doing?
All right. No one cares about Mark
Go
Bavaro.
Sixers.
Yeah, what else are we talking about with the Birds?
We got anything else? It's 5 weeks. There's nothing
I think
really
they
to
win
look
this
to.
week, though.
Yeah.
That's W. It's
Well, I
easy.
guarantee they won't lose. How about that?
That's fine.
Do we want to talk about
Penn State lost on their bye week. They went down.
What are you talking about?
They did their bye week. They went
dropped.
down.
Well, now they're back up. They're back in their 9 again. So kiss my ass.
All the way up. Bye week, though. That's all I'm saying.
That's all right.
I hope all the players stay healthy. That's all.
You think you guys really have a shot?
And Michigan at home, yeah, they played Michigan really well at home both times.
I
the
think
past few years.
Penn State's gonna win. Honestly, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
You got money on it?
No.
All right.
If they do, if they do win, you know what happens, right?
They go
Then
to
it,
the
no,
playoffs.
if Ohio State, if no, they ain't losing to Rutgers.
You're probably right.
If they, do you realize though what happens with Penn State if they beat Michigan and then Michigan beats Ohio State, Penn State goes
Yeah,
to
I
the
was
Big
gonna
Ten
say-
title.
I was gonna say Ohio State would have to lose.
Yeah, but I think they will. Ohio State's not, dude.
Ohio State's.
We should have beat Ohio State. They gave us the game.
I watched a good bit of that game last week
McCord
against
sucks,
Rutgers.
by the way,
They stink.
Rutgers should have won that game.
and McCord sucks.
If
Are
they
you ready
if
to
they
say
had
that?
scored 2 touchdowns instead of 3 field goals and a field
Dude,
goal,
that's like Penn State.
they would have won the game.
They got the touch. Well, they
Rutgers
took
should
the
have won the
they
game.
took-
Yes.
they-
Yes.
Dude, they took the one touchdown
They
away.
kicked 3 field goals in a row. If 2 of those 3
Well,
field
Aller
goals
didn't
were
have a good
were
game, but Ohio
touchdowns,
State gave
they
us a
win the game.
chance. Dude, the punt was they fumbled the punt at the 40. Penn State had a chance to win that game.
and then they had the interception down
That
on
was
the
called
down on the
back.
7.
Yeah, and then they called the one back, which was bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah, the one that got
and they
returned.
waited
Yeah.
until they returned a touchdown and called. it.
Yeah.
Chance, essentially. Penn State has to win out. Michigan has to beat Ohio State,
And then that's it. And then they're in.
and then they got to win the Big Ten, and then they'll be in the playoffs.
Well, I don't think they'll be in the playoffs. You know they're still going to take Ohio State. It happened a couple years ago. What makes you think it's going to change? They're going to go
Wasn't
head to
Penn
head.
State undefeated that year?
No, Penn State beat Ohio
They
State
lost to
and
Michigan.
won the Big Ten, and they still took Ohio State because
They
they won.
lost to Michigan, though, didn't they? Or Illinois was that year.
No, they lost to Pitt that year, which was a
Dang,
bad
that's
loss,
what
and
it
then they
was,
lost to
yeah.
somebody. But what I'm saying is, Penn State can win the Big Ten, and Ohio State's still going to the playoff.
I don't know. I mean, Ohio State.
Yeah, if Ohio State has one loss, they're going to say that head to head, they beat Penn State. They're going to put Penn. I guarantee it.
What
Yeah,
if
but
now?
who would Penn State play in the Big Ten? Wouldn't it be Ohio State?
No,
Big Ten
no,
championship.
they're in the same.
It
They would play like
it would be
Purdue.
like-
Somebody they'd
it'll
smoke.
Be, it'll be
Purdue or Iowa
no,
or Minnesota,
I was gonna say I think it's Minnesota.
and we already smoked Minnesota this year. Yeah, so it would be Ohio State.
I'm glad they're getting rid of divisions because that ruins.
Yeah,
a lot.
I think they have a shot against Michigan if Aller plays like he did last week. That they have a
The only
shot,
thing that's good that they're not the only thing
That's
Get
what.
that-
right? And that makes a big deal.
It does.
They smoked Michigan a couple years ago. I know. It's,
Yeah, I'm
well,
surprised they didn't get
Fox.
flexed.
Fox
Yeah,
took it.
Well, Fox. Yeah, Fox.
Fox has
Big
it.
game day.
But I think Penn State has a shot.
They
Definitely.
just don't have anything explosive offense.
That's the problem. They need a wide receiver. Like
Yeah.
if they would have had a Marvin Harrison, which right?
A generation player.
No, he was dude. It was
What?
came down to Ohio State and Penn State for him.
Stop.
Did you see what Joe White put for the overs unders for
Penn State?
Rutgers, Ohio, or Iowa?
I believe it.
28 and a half. Overs unders.
Ask Joe what the line is.
That's
is the
wow.
Penn State line
That's
4.5?
crazy.
Is the Penn State
It's all defense and no like.
Iowa's defense is ridiculous.
Iowa's defense is so wait, Iowa's defense is so ridiculous that Penn State fucking had 550 yards against them.
In the mic, Smitty.
No, they beat them like 38-0.
4.5.
Yo, in the mic.
I'm talking to Nate.
But you got to talk
I'm
in the
looking-
mic.
I'm looking at the line.
It's -4.5.
Talking about Penn State line.
You think they have no shot, right?
No, I think they have a
No,
shot.
I'm talking about the other
Jim
guys.
always says that because here's the thing that people at Penn State and in Jim's dad too. They
My
think
dad's not a
every
Penn State guy.
no, I know he's not. You guys all find fault. Dude, Nate, you know what's funny? They find fault that every time they lose, it's Franklin's fault. I think it's hilarious. No, it's not. Franklin is not calling the offense and he's not running the defense. It's easy.
It's college.
Then what the hell's he doing?
The answer is never Franklin.
It's college. It's college football.
Yeah, but it's not like
You blame the coach. That's college football.
no. People that don't realize how good of a job he's done there.
He's done so good in how many years? What do they want?
He's done so good. He got himself a 10-year extension.
Okay.
I don't agree with it even a little bit, but he got himself a 10-year
Right.
extension.
You can't say anything about Oklahoma because your coach sucks. All right, he's overrated. So don't even start. Then you guys have two losses. Wait, do you have two losses? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's this week.
All the O states.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You going to whoever's in the playoff? Whoever has a chance. Get a Washington. Woody.
You know Oklahoma should have won that game if you actually watched it. It was a PI at the very end, and they did not. call
Okay,
it.
but they also, dude, you guys just lost to Oklahoma State.
That's the game I'm talking
Okay,
about.
and you lost to Kansas. What was the reason for Kansas? You choked,
We did choke.
and it was right after you talked your shit about Penn State. No, you know what? He talked all shit. Harmer for Penn State. Well, guess what happened the following weekend? You guys lost.
They might have the Heisman now, so at least they
Who?
have what's the
Oklahoma?
Daniel,
Daniel
I don't
Gates.
think he's getting it.
Gabriel.
I don't
Gabriel
think he's
Gates.
getting it. I thought they were saying the guy from Washington.
Penix? He
Yeah,
might. He
yeah.
should get it, Michael Penix.
All right, Sixers. Actually, no. You got to stay out of the Sixers conversation. You don't.
I thought you were in.
Yeah, you're back.
I was in before these guys were. All
He
right,
was back
the
in like
Sixers.
2 weeks ago.
I told you last week we were here.
Penn
I
State
made it
projected.
official. I am in on the Sixers because Harden's out, Tucker's out. I'm in on the Sixers to watch Maxey grow. That's it. I don't give a shit about all these bums they got on the bench. You're going to tell me how great Beverly is and veteran leadership.
Did
and
you-
Blah, blah, blah. It's the same bench that's been here for the last 7 years. You can
Okay.
tell me all you want.
Okay.
Batum had a great night the other night. I don't give
Covington
three
locked up
shits.
Tatum.
And PJ Tucker locked people up too on the game. I don't care. I'm here to watch Maxey, and I'm going to be excited about it. Last season, I was not excited about the
Do
team.
you know what the
They
difference?
went on. Let me finish. They went on the court, and it was work to them.
You know,
They were not fun to
okay.
watch.
Do you know what the difference is? And you don't want
The
to take
coach.
it. It's Nick Nurse.
Hey, look, I'm
Nick
good.
Nurse is a top 3 to 5 coach in this league.
I'll give him a season. I'll give him a season to convince me. I'll give him a season.
Oh,
to
wait a
convince
minute. Let's pump the brakes. Public service announcement. I'm back. Don't even try it, bro.
No, I am back.
They are a good team. They're well coached.
I'm excited, but like I'm not saying fine.
You know what's nice though? You know what's nice? They have the assets if they need to. They got 3 first-round picks,
Yep.
4 second-round picks, and
Yep.
3 pick
I said
swaps.
if those things are all
And
still
cap
here-
space.
If those are all still here at the trade deadline, Morey's got to be on the out.
Yes.
Well, it
Because
depends
he
who
moves
it.
to get another
Well, it depends.
Levine, I
It
heard
depends.
Levine's
It
gonna be-
doesn't depend.
Who are you getting?
Levine.
Who are you giving up all these? Levine, I don't
Depends
think it's
who-
gonna happen.
I
Nate,
just
do
said
you
no.
just trade all these assets if you think next year you can get somebody like Don? Right. It depends who the
Yeah,
guy
you
is.
got to
If
bring
Don-
back
if
high
somebody-
value.
If somebody thinks Donovan Mitchell,
Tank for
let's
Bronny
just say,
James, you get LeBron. and
let's
win a
just
title,
say,
let's
if
be
they
honest.
think that Donovan Mitchell's really going to be available in the summer, which I'm
No,
not
they're
saying he
They're
is.
saying this year.
No, he won't be this year because Cleveland's decent. But just say, are you
Cleveland's
going to go
not
all
gonna
in
win.
if you think you can get Donovan Mitchell, or are you going to settle for somebody mid-year just because you think? Like you have to think of
Well,
long term.
It's gonna be
And
the
you have to
same
also
guys available as last year.
Not maybe not.
Levine.
I don't.
Mitchell,
Levine.
DeRozan.
Yeah, but DeRozan doesn't do it for me. He's too old.
I mean, that's who you're going to have available. There might be a wild card.
I'm
if
telling
there.
you, what about I'm trying to get you to buy stock in OG.
Brandon Ingram's been
And-
thrown around
and
for a
an Obi?
while.
Yes. Buy stock.
Sucked the other night when you were talking about him.
Well, this dude, OG, did you see what he did the other night?
He's an OG. I don't know.
Yeah, he's OG.
I don't hate him, but
The Nets will probably make a move because the Nets always make.
Well, that's another thing. What happens if you think next year that
You get
Nets
Simmons
Bridges
back.
is like, I'm not
What if-
signing?
Yeah, hold on. He makes a good point. What if the Nets are in a position where they got to dump salaries? You taking Simmons back? I would.
not for my first round pick.
What?
No.
What are you saying? Like
No.
Harris?
You dump Harris. You dump Rocco. Maybe a pick or two.
I think some.
Don't-
Listen, I know you don't want to hear it.
He
So,
broke his finger.
oh
for
my-
us.
Nate, do you think some of the guys they got back from the Clippers? I'm not saying they're great, but they're decent bench pieces. They
They're
can give you
role
10 minutes. Right? They act like
Hey,
they're chopped
hey,
liver.
Are anybody different that we've had?
Yes.
In the last 7 years?
Yes,
No.
Mike, they're deeper.
He's thinking about it.
There's
That means
Mike, there's Mike Scott. There's Rocco. There's
Rocco's literally back.
Yeah. All right. So we've had Kelly Oubre because she's gonna come off the bench. soon.
all right. Oubre. All right.
No. Have we had one?
Shut up.
Kelly
Shut
Oubre, sixth man of the year. Kelly
You know what's
Oubre,
gonna
sixth
happen?
man of
We
the
said
year.
this last year when we were like everybody was saying, "Oh, they're all out." I said, "This will be the year then that they'll end up making a run." Dude, Embiid.
Again,
Uh,
how many years have we said they're going to make?
I
a run?
think, but I think it's different with. I think Nick Nurse makes a bigger difference than you think. I really do.
But what? But you
Listen,
say they're
Nick Sel-
different- They're different assets. But what's different about
Well, the X's and O's, dude. You look at the.
them? X's and O's.
Look
What
at
does
the-
that mean?
When has
It's a
Doc?
white
Wait,
board.
when has Doc Rivers or when has Embiid ever averaged eight assists under Doc Rivers? When have you ever seen a ball movement of open shots? When is Tobias Harris shooting 70%
I'm
from the
talking
field?
about you
Every
call
that's
it-
not going to last.
Every year at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, right. That's not going to last.
7 games
It's unsustainable.
Okay, they just beat Boston, who already crowned the champion.
on a Wednesday night in November.
Okay,
With
you can only beat who you can right now.
I get it, but it's like
You just wrote a text saying you're back, and now you're being a fraud.
Like I'm not saying I'm not hopping all.
They
over-
have,
I'm not putting all
but
my
they have the
chips in.
assets. If they need to go on, they can.
I'm-
Three first round
Explain to
picks,
me. Explain
three
to me.
pick swaps. That's gonna be tough to beat.
I'm talking about the bench. You said the bench is different. What's different?
Well, I think Covington is an
Different
upgrade.
names. They're the same player. Just different names.
You don't think Batum can play?
Nick Batum. You're gonna hype me up about Nick Batum.
Did he have a good game when as he played?
One.
Ilyasova had good games.
All right, we'll see.
Freaking
Let's just
Marcus
wait and
Smart
see.
had good
We'll wait
games.
and see.
Dwight Howard had.
You
great
guys,
games.
you guys can all just say same old song, but guess what? We'll see.
But look, I'm
You guys all said Hurts
Ready.
wasn't going to be good either. Let me know. Yes, you did. Nate, how many people at this group basically doubted Jalen Hurts?
I did.
Right.
Not all of us.
Yes, you did.
I did.
You bought your
100%.
ticket after the fact. You had to give.
I
it
was
to-
selling the tickets.
Right.
I bought in on early.
No, get out of
On
here.
Hurts, I did.
Yeah, right. Get
I
out
didn't-
of here.
Discount.
Get out. of here.
Can
You
I?
wait.
Can I ask a question?
Get out.
I want to ask a question.
You said Maxi's
Hold on.
baby
Yes.
AI.
Yes. Not.
Hold on.
Believe in Maxi.
I do.
Believe in what you said.
I don't. I'm not. I'm saying the bench is still the
Hold on.
Okay, we'll
The
see.
teacher's about to speak.
No, not about to speak. Ask a question.
What is your question?
What is a pick swap? I've never heard of that before.
Are you,
It's been around for a while.
dude? They're very.
What is it?
You
So
have
you-
the 17th pick in the
26 draft?
in the 2026 draft.
Okay.
And I have the 24th pick in this year's upcoming draft.
Okay.
You swap the picks.
Or 28? It's a
That's
big
all
deal.
that is.
No, you can offer if you have.
If I'm the Orlando Magic and I have a pick in
Dude,
2026,
yeah.
I'm gonna
They-
suck.
Yeah, I know. You want their
Right,
pick.
and
You
that's
want their
what the
pick.
Clippers, They
Yes.
got the Clippers in 26
Yes.
and 28.
Yes.
They're gonna suck.
Yes. Yes.
Somebody that's
Yes.
rebuilding is gonna take that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a huge
That's
asset.
the Thunder just-
No, I'm not doubting that it's a huge asset. I just didn't know what it was.
3 pick swaps. 3
I've
first
never
round
heard that
picks, 5
term
second round
before.
picks. Somebody. Will do
I
it.
think the Sixers, that Harden trade for players wasn't an overwhelming deal. But as far as picks are concerned,
Assets. Right?
yeah,
That's what I was trying
that
to
was-
convince you that
that was a
morning.
really
You
good
said,
deal.
"This sucks. This deal blows." Look into it. It really doesn't.
That's a really good deal as
Nate,
far
do
as
you
picks are
think they got
concerned.
more than-
If you're not Daryl Morey making the picks.
Oh my God.
That's true.
Daryl Moore picked Tyrese Maxey.
Good job.
Kiss my
Nick.
ass.
One pick. One.
But then he. Who
Second
else did he
round
pick?
Picks mean nothing.
Who else did he pick?
No, nobody.
Isaiah Joe.
Where's he?
That was Doc Rivers. That was Doc
DJ,
Rivers.
I believe Mo Cheeks was a 7th round draft pick.
Well, there's no set.
Mo Cheeks is in the Hall of Fame.
There's only good for Mo Cheeks, you know. Like, shout out to Mark.
There used to be, I think there,
whoever the tight end was, and Mo Cheeks.
Yo,
Mark Favaro.
what do you think?
I believe at one
Yo,
time there were
What do you
14
think-
rounds in
what do
the
you think
NBA.
happens if Miami continues on this run? You
They
think that
got it. They got
would
it.
they give up Butler?
I don't know. If they would, I would take them back.
I think
Yeah.
that that's more possible than you think. Butler's not going to want to stay in a losing situation. If he can go back here with Embiid,
If they come back, if Butler comes
no,
back,
I don't want to hear it. You're out of here.
I will buy
Tattoo.
Man, I'm just
I'll
saying.
buy tickets.
I don't think it's as crazy as you think if Miami
pretty
continues to slide.
I don't know. dude.
Because first of all, where's Miami? What Miami?
But they gave-
No,
Miami
listen.
gave
Who does
Butler
Miami
that
have? They have right. So wouldn't they want to get rid of it because Lowry sucks? Would you agree?
Yeah, that was a dumb.
Okay.
That was
They
a-
have Bam. Does Hero suck? He's hurt again. He's on the max. They have no money.
They got Duncan Robinson on. it.
Okay,
Oh,
right.
They traded him.
No, they didn't.
He's still there.
Yes. So
He's
that's
on
what
the
I'm saying. Miami continues to suck. They might rebuild.
But, yeah.
Why not?
They have all those.
You mean we're getting Jimmy back?
Why not? You have to talk about shooting
I
for the
think Jimmy's
stars.
back in a heartbeat.
What are you giving up for Butler? Though?
You
All
probably
that
have to
stuff.
give
He's
up
traded for-
Harris's expiring contract, which Miami
That's
would
fine.
want,
Say you-
and 2 first
Yeah,
round
I'll
picks
give up
and
Harris
probably
for
2 pick
Butler.
swaps.
That's perfectly.
And
fine.
I'll throw in Covington since I
As
know
long-
Empathy.
they can take whoever they want, not named Maxey and Embiid. That's who they can take.
Yeah.
And Uber.
By the way, are
And
you?
Oubre,
By the
I'm-
way, all you guys. Well, not you. I'll give you. You're off the hook. This one in AB, you guys were all in to throw Maxey in for Dame. Would you? What? Right now, you doing it?
Yeah, probably. Right now.
You're still doing it after what you see from Maxey. You're still giving it up for Dame.
Maxey has spurts though, where he goes on these runs and then.
Dude, Maxey's. Come on, bro.
He's got, what is it, 47 assists,
49 assists. and
49
eight-
assists and 8 turnovers so far for the season.
He's,
I'm sorry, I can't.
That's what I'm here for.
dude,
I'm
Dame
here
is
for Maxey
third.
this season.
Would
That's
you
it.
listen?
He's gonna be an
Would you
all-star.
put Max in a deal to get like a Dame who's 34?
Not now.
Right
Not now.
Right.
No.
Not now.
And
not
Embiid,
now,
you know what Embiid? did
Dude, you
today?
said you would.
Thank you.
I
Thank
probably
you.
would, yeah, because
Dude.
it's Damian Lillard.
And you know what else Embiid said today? He said there's no more egos on the team.
Yeah, great, dude. You've been here for 10 years.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Like
You're the ego on
exactly.
Well, dude, you know what?
You superstar.
He
Dutch.
should. Yeah. He
Okay,
should.
but
You
see-
just cried for 3 years about not winning.
But you know what,
MVP,
Al?
and now you won MVP,
Hold on,
and you're
hold on,
having ego.
hold on.
It's
Listen,
like-
do you agree with are you glad what he said back to Harden? Like they let him have the ball? Because I agree with that. Harden wants to sit there and say that he was.
Harden is Harden. Like,
No, but do you think that the Sixers really had Harden on a leash, like he said?
He
No,
was out every night partying still. Like,
No,
videos of
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about offensively. Do you
No.
think they gave him free reign
No.
Yes.
with the ball in his hand?
Yes.
Do you think they gave him free reign?
What?
You said Harden was a bad idea.
Yeah, I'll give you
Oh,
that.
when it first happened? Yeah.
They won 50 games last year.
But here's the
He
pro-
wasn't
But they
the-
didn't get, they still ain't past the second round.
Wait a minute. But here's
Still not past the second
They
round.
played
Yo,
2 extra games in the
Nate.
second round.
They're in a better spot than we've ever seen. They were up 3-2.
Correct. Correct. But they still didn't get past the second round.
Here's the bigger problem, Nate.
They were in the same situation.
Nate, the
with
bigger
John.
problem is they want to blame Morey when Morey didn't. Morey was not the one that didn't re-sign Butler. Morey wasn't the one that caused the problems that get demand Simmons out of here. That wasn't Morey.
Morey hasn't fixed anything. He was brought in to be Mr. Wolf. He was the fixer. He came in and dick.
I
He
think,
didn't make the team
I
better.
think until they reconcile their losses with Sam Hinkie, the Sixers are in purgatory.
Yeah.
They need
They're yeah. They're they
Nate, do you
they
think
used to
they're
be in
better-
regular
they have
season
some of the-
purgatory.
I'm
Now they're in playoff purgatory.
I'm saying with the
Jumps on the bandwagon.
You're waiting a little, right?
I did 7 games into the
I
year.
like
I
to
totally
say
understand.
this.
This
But do
is-
you think Nick Nurse has made them better?
I don't remember them winning like this since like. AI.
Right,
When
they're
went-
like
What did AI go? What was that? Like 16 and how they went? They started out.
they start out 15-1 or 15. But here's the thing. Here's the problem though that
And
like
they went to the
you know what's nice about this Sixers team minus last night, and I know last night was like a little bit, but Boston's a good team. Minus all these teams that the Sixers play, they've taken care of like handedly. That under Doc Rivers, they would have struggled. If you think about it, they've beaten every team they should have by what multiply 20 points, 15 points, right? And they took care
Yeah.
of Boston last night.
They're a deep team. I mean, I think
They should have beaten Milwaukee on opening.
They
night.
got-
Well, they got
The refs screwed them
Thank
out of
you.
it.
Yeah.
And-
Good for them.
They have guys
They should be 7.
that know how to score.
They
Right.
should be 7. You're right.
Right. So let's enjoy right now the
He's
moment.
back.
You are back. You're trying not to be.
No,
It's
I told
okay.
you I was back.
No,
No,
but-
back is. We're gonna have heart to heart.
No.
I'm trying to save you.
You have your hopes as
I'm trying to save
You know why I have
do
my
this with
hopes
the
up?
Sixers,
Because
you've done this with the Phillies. The last 2 seasons.
you guys all did it with the Phillies. Don't right, D. Come on.
I don't know that-
You freaking told me in a text that they were going to sweep the Diamondbacks.
I wasn't balls deep like that.
You told
At
me.
the beginning of the season. I'm just. Yes,
No, you
We got the
told me.
playoffs.
Don't
We got the
worry about the
playoffs.
Diamondbacks. We're going to sweep them.
we get to the playoffs.
Don't worry about the Super Bowl. We got the Chiefs.
I was so confident.
Right. And who was the one that was like, pump the brakes a little? And we were trying to talk
But you
about
and
the ledge.
AB had parades planned in the last 2 seasons for the Sixers and the Phillies. You
Well,
did. You did.
The Phillies, everybody did. After they beat
I
Atlanta, you guys all said that was the World Series. Come on.
I thought they were.
I thought
Thank
they
you.
should walk to the world.
The Sixers, I'll give you. But I think I really think the coaching's gonna make a difference this year. Like
They're up 3-2, right?
you're right. In both Phillies and Sixers.
At home.
Sixers and Phillies. 3-2 up with the chance to end it. In both cases.
Yeah, Philadelphia sucks in Game 7s. Thank God the Eagles don't play series.
All right.
So you're telling me it's not legal to shoot a ball? Exactly. He's right. I just don't understand why there's no faith in Nurse. Like Nurse,
I don't think nobody's like against this team. Everyone, as fans, we're just saying, how many years are we going to go through this?
did Nurse out?
Is it up to 5 in a row, second round or less?
Yeah, did Nurse outcoach Missoula last night?
Again, Smitty, we're not saying
Nurse,
I didn't watch the game. I was busy coaching basketball
Nurse
myself.
said the same thing when they hired Doc.
no,
Doc
but
is the
Nurse,
perfect
yeah,
coach for this
but
team.
Nurse is no.
Same with Brett Brown.
No, come on, don't compare Nick Nurse to them.
Brett
Please.
Brown won 50 games. Doc Rivers
Nate,
won 50 games.
Is Nick Nurse a good coach?
So far.
You're right.
So
But
far,
Brett Brown
so
won,
far.
Brett Brown
Right?
won 50 games with the Sixers. Doc Rivers won 50 games with the Sixers.
I think the question still is, who's going to take the shot if you have one beat?
I think it's Maxey.
Kelly.
I don't think it's Maxey.
Platoon.
That's why I want
Like,
a pure
that's
scorer.
the question.
I want a pure
Who's going to
scorer.
take the shot?
You want everything.
No, is that too much to ask for?
Yes.
I don't want a guy. He can't. He doesn't have to play a lick of defense.
Then you're gonna
just score.
you're gonna lose.
Just
The
score.
reason why they beat Boston last night is because people can play defense.
Like he's swinging
It's
the
the
ball.
NBA.
He's swinging the ball. Who's he throwing it to? As soon as they double
Is it Harris
No.
right now?
him. No.
Kelly
You
Oubre.
want to trust Harris?
I'm trying to free agent year Harris, Nate.
I can't trust Harris at all.
I think Maxey. I think I trust Maxey.
I hope it's Maxey, but I don't know that it is
You
yet.
guys all.
He's
I
gonna-
want Levine.
This
He's
guy.
gonna grow. He's
This
gonna
guy's calling him baby AI. He's backing up.
Because
Come on, back up.
Maxey's-
He said,
Is
dog.
Maxey 21 yet? I don't think he's 21.
He's 24.
Yeah, he's like 24,
Oh,
25.
he's 24.
Yeah.
I saw something that he could.
Nah, he's like
Yeah, he's-
25.
Oh, he can drink.
He's
He just his
4
birthday was
seasons
like
in,
last
right?
week.
Yeah, I thought he just.
Yeah,
turned.
he's.
I
think
get
he's
what you're
24.
saying about the same old song, but I just think with a different outlook, I think Oubre
Like,
is
think-
an upgrade,
Think if
and I
you're
like
honest,
Nick
would rather-
Nurse.
I would rather swing the ball to Oubre to shoot.
I like
Yeah,
Nick Nurse,
I like
dude.
Kelly.
I said that when they hired Nurse. I was like, this
But
is a big
Smitty,
deal.
Think of it as not a Sixers fan. It's just you're a fan of the Pacers, and you're thinking of Sixers this year. Oh, they're probably another second round exit.
I'm sure, but a lot of people are
Yeah,
thinking
so
that.
like as fans, as Sixers fans, we're all thinking that too. Like,
No, you,
we're not like people are gonna be fans. We're fans.
dude.
We're
He
gonna
puts
root
out a
for this
public
team.
service announcement. Now he sounds like a fraud. Am I right? Come on, Deke.
I'm
Deke.
in. I'm in as far as like excited
Deke,
for
am
that.
I right?
Saying
Like-
finals.
I've heard an episode. They really speak.
Do you agree?
Well, between these two, my God.
But do you agree? He puts out a public service announcement tonight. He's kind of back.
Yeah,
Would you
yeah,
agree?
a little bit.
I'm
Thank you.
not saying finals like you.
I didn't say finals. I said they're gonna be fun to watch, and that I think they have a chance with Nurse. That's it, and that's all I can ask for every year.
Hey, we could say
Nick
that every
Nurse-
year then.
Nick
Like,
Nurse didn't come here. Like you guys have this
is
infatuation
the
in your
goal not
mind.
to win
No,
the championship?
Like you're right, but you and I'll
Oh,
even
but they're gonna have fun.
you have this infatuation in your
I
mind
like
that
my hands
Embiid
with
and
fun.
Maxey are asking out. It ain't happening.
No.
No.
That's not an infatuation
All right.
in my mind. That is if they lose again.
Maxey's not going anywhere.
But why would Embiid want to stay?
I don't want that to happen.
AB thinks that now all of a sudden.
He's not here.
Well, he's back on it. You guys all thought Embiid was going to get traded after Harden left. Dude, he did.
This year,
You said
I said if things go bad, real bad, I think Embiid would ask out.
I don't think he.
If they get to the
Nate,
playoffs,
do you think Embiid's asking out? I don't ever.
What's his contract?
He just said
he's
4
got
years
like
max.
6 more years left or something?
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But if they get bumped in the first,
My
round,
question
I
is
get
to
it.
you: where is he going?
See,
Has a better chance in the East?
Here's
Miami,
You're not trading him to Boston.
Miami.
Why are we going to trade him to Miami? What is Miami giving
Golden
us?
State.
Golden State, dude, is towards the end. Did you watch him last night? Klay Thompson looks like he's in a walker.
He would go to like a center-centric team who always had a good team, like the Lakers. You know what I mean?
Right,
San
but
Antonio, Houston.
all right. Well, if San Antonio wants to give me Wembyama, but then we'll talk.
You know what I mean?
So who's the owner of this team?
Me,
Who's the owner of this team?
me,
Will Smith.
Josh Harris, but I don't like
Right.
him.
Okay. You're
But I
telling
will
me-
say Josh
you're
Harris
telling me
spends
about
money.
all these assets they just got.
Right.
They lose the first round of the playoffs.
Okay.
The biggest asset they have on this team is who?
And like
Some,
And
somebody,
they still have their first
somebody,
round picks.
somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, I'll give you 3 first rounders for Embiid."
That doesn't do shit. You sound awful saying that.
No.
I need players.
I
I need a
Josh
star.
Harris, who just
Oh my god, I need
completely
a star
gutted-
player in return.
just
Is he kidding me?
Gutted the Commanders.
I would need more.
and
You need a star player in return. Get out of here, Jim, please.
He's a
This-
generation player. You got to give more.
all right, 4 first rounders.
No,
I think,
I want
I-
players.
You guys are
I
smoking
think
the
4
best crack on the East Coast.
I hope so.
and a player or two, and
What
then
did
maybe
Shaq-
I'll consider.
Dude, I
Who's-
just don't. What
I'm
is
just saying.
Who's a play?
You're telling me these assets. I could build a whole new franchise, is what you're telling me,
But then
with
it-
the assets they got and the assets they could get for
they're
Embiid.
not
And Embiid
trading?
is unhappy.
Oh my god!
I
Embiid-
don't think it's going to happen either.
No,
But if Embiid goes to the
But-
front office and says, "I want to win," and you're not building me a
Can
winning
I
team,
explain?
I want out.
Explain to me where
You don't think Harris is going to
Can
be
you
like, "I got it"?
no? Explain to me where the Sixers would move him. That it would make sense for the Sixers, and that both teams would get better. Let's go through. The,
Whoever's going to
Well,
give them the most.
let's
draft
go
picks
through
makes
it. Let's
sense
go
for
through
the
the
Sixers.
Who?
He's not going to Milwaukee.
Why not?
You think the Sixers are trading him to Milwaukee? First of all, Milwaukee doesn't have the money.
Why does Harris care?
Harris cares, and Milwaukee
Harris
doesn't have
don't give
assets.
two shits.
He's not going to.
Money's
I'll
never-
tell you right now, Harris is not trading him to Boston.
Money's
Guarantee he will not trade him to Boston.
Yeah, he won't. I don't think he'll go to Boston.
Okay.
He owns the Sixers, the Devils,
That's
and the
true.
Commanders.
Oh my
Why?
God.
He has no loyalty.
Dude.
I agree with that point. He
He's a
doesn't.
businessman.
Yes,
He's not a
sports.
sportsman.
Sports is just another business to this guy. He doesn't care about rivalry or in division trades. He doesn't care about that. He cares about making money.
I agree, and he's not making money without Embiid.
I don't know.
If you get assets,
3 years in a row.
Didn't the Knicks just
if you get assets,
Oh my god. Nate, would you please explain to them they're not trading Embiid? And they're not trading Maxey.
But it's the
Look,
NBA.
you're
The
saying-
NBA is so unpredictable. It's a reality.
It's a players' league.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
Embiid says, "I'm not playing for you,"
yeah.
Nick Nurse didn't come here for that.
James Harden.
That's all I gotta say to you.
James
Kiss
Harden
my ass.
I agree with you.
No, kiss my ass. You guys all were non-Hurts believers too. Kiss my ass. My whole ass. And my
You sound-
asshole.
You sound upset.
I am
It's
upset.
not- He can't deal with hypothetical.
He can't. No,
He's not
that's,
making
that
$1
is-
billion.
Now, would Bob tell
He's
us?
not first- he's
what-
not going to make $1 billion.
Would Bob say the Sixers are struggling too because they only beat the Celtics by 3?
Hey, they're 6-1, man. They're struggling.
Yeah.
They're struggling.
All right. The only thing that's struggling is you.
All right.
I'm upset with
All
you
right,
guys
fellas,
today.
there was not.
I want you guys to be believers.
I
are,
am
but
believing. We're here.
We're
We
also
said we're
not.
here.
We're not ready to.
I've been trying to. If you would have listened to me, you would have got hurt stock. I have hurt stock up to here that I'm basically cashing in for $1 billion house.
Yeah, but you have like crypto stock in the Sixers. Like,
You don't know that.
yeah, I do because it's been the same thing for years.
Okay, well, put that in that song. And,
You're welcome.
thank you.
Thank you.
And make sure you take that public service announcement out because you're a fraud.
No, I'm not.
You are.
I'm in on it being an exciting season.
No,
But I'm not
he said I'm
saying-
back. Did he not? Come on,
He
D.
did.
Thank
He
you.
did.
The last, ever since they had Butler, I'm like, this team's gonna go to the finals. Last year broke it. I was like, you know what? They're so freaking.
All right, let me
such a
ask you this.
broken record of
When
a
they were up
team.
3-2, do you think they were beating Boston?
Yes, they're
And-
at home. You're up 10 in the fourth quarter at home. to close out
That
the series.
doesn't mean squat
Well,
with
the
this
refs.
team.
Remember the refs and that they got that Boston guy got fired. for
Well, yeah, but the Milwaukee game is
The
what
more-
I'm thinking of.
that. Oh yeah. Oh, this year.
How many? Yeah. How many times have the Sixers been up 20, 25, 28
Not under Nick
in the
Nurse.
second half? Because he's only been here 7 games in the second half and lost.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not ready to put all my.
Okay, then take your public service announcement and shove it up your ass. 'cause you're
I-
saying shit.
He doesn't get it.
I'm not
We're
going to
just
start.
trying to.
I don't
They
need you
played-
to
We're trying to
fucking.
protect your heart.
I don't want you
We're
to
looking
touch
out
me.
for
You are this.
We're looking out for you.
They
And like we see, you're like it's Christmas coming soon. And you're,
Listen,
you might find out some things about Christmas that you might not like,
listen,
and that's what we're
Yeah,
trying to
listen,
protect you from.
listen.
Because there is a harsh
If you guys
reality.
would listen to my evaluations of quarterbacks, you would have been better off in life.
Just saying,
You got one call right.
I got more than one call.
Ah,
I take Castellanos to have a bounce back season.
we want to go back through the
he's
who's
about to get
rights.
traded.
You want to go back to the who's rights? I'll pull the receipts on the chat.
We can.
How many times you say Jim, you're right? Jim, you're right.
Yeah,
Jim,
well,
you're
I'll
right.
give
Jim,
you
you're
some,
right.
but
Jim,
him, he's a fraud. You're worse than LeBron.
LeBron's got a museum opening up.
Dude, I don't believe that whole thing that AB posted either. There's no way that those kids didn't achieve at that school. I got
What is it? What's
Promise Academy.
I promise. That's what
They're making.
or promise. Yeah.
All right.
So wait, DJ is leaving this show tonight with saying that Penn State beats Michigan. Is that what you're telling me,
Yeah, I think they do.
Andrew? Penn State
I
beat
guess that's
Michigan.
our predictions this week, right?
I would say it
No,
just so I
we
can go
don't-
out and
we
party
don't say
that
Michigan.
night.
What do you think? Is Penn State beating Michigan?
no.
Wait, we do actually have
James.
a game Sunday, Jim.
We should start having a guest.
Big
pick.
game.
I mean,
He's on.
I need to sleep on the couch.
Do you got? Yo,
Out cold.
get me.
Does it every
I'm gonna
day.
be the lead Corso
Brody.
guest picker. Get me to sign.
We need a statement real quick.
Get me to sign. I'll give you my
One-
guest
we need
picker.
Is
one-
this a championship game?
Yes.
Ah.
Yo, can
What
I get?
time?
10:30.
10:30.
Ah, come on.
Brody, we need one.
I got
statement.
softball.
Hey, that thing right there.
We have a guest picker today. Lee Corso.
Right here, the Penn
Get him
State.
the headgear.
I need it. I should have brought it.
Get him the headgear.
Lee Corso is gonna make his pick
Somebody
tonight.
wants that.
Put it down. Put it down.
He's gonna.
Here we go. Here we go.
Just smash a hole in your ceiling.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, make your pick. I'm the last one.
Michigan.
No,
Michigan.
Jim.
What's the
So
score?
We had Penn State.
I'd
We
say
had
Penn
a.
State.
I'm saying Penn State just so I get to party that night.
I'm telling you, it's the best part.
Where you going?
Man.
You know it. You know. They're due.
Wow.
You can pick against Jim.
Wow.
They were due against
This is
Ohio
some
State.
serious hemming and hawing.
I thought they were due against Ohio State. They should have. That would have been Franklin's bell of the ball. I'm here.
All right, you're not Lee Corso. Just
Stop.
make-
Arrival. His arrival.
That's the one that he.
12 years after he
All right,
got
home
on
against
campus.
Michigan.
Home against
You're playing
Michigan.
against a cheater. Karma comes
Get
against you.
all your signs.
Yeah.
Come Saturday.
And folks, this is a Penn State alumni on the fence like this.
James Franklin gets it done.
James
The
Marcus.
big W.
Give me Penn State.
We all. Ooh.
That voice crack goes nuts.
You
Yeah.
got anything you want to say?
Nate. who-
Drew Allard.
Michigan.
Drew Allard, there's
Say
about 4
Michigan.
picks and they still win.
How many you got Michigan? How many points you giving us? Me and Jim.
4.5.
Why is it you and Jim?
Who does?
Well,
I have season. I have Eagles tickets. I don't need his Eagles tickets.
No, I know.
He's offering his Eagles tickets. I mean, that's.
Why are you so confident in Michigan?
they
You know
stole-
karma
they stole
bounces.
the signs.
Dude, who has Michigan beat this year that's good?
It's because of the Ohio State game.
No. Who?
That's why.
Okay. Who was Penn State beating this year that's good?
What?
Who was Penn State beating this year that's good?
Oh,
They beat some good teams. They beat Iowa.
Iowa, please stop.
Iowa's 22.
Please stop.
How?
Iowa with no Cade too. I don't think Cade played that game.
Yeah, he did. He got knocked out that game by Abdul Carter, a LaSalle grad.
Well, even so, that's even worse.
Damn.
Mike
Pop.
Mike Thomas says Michigan really hasn't played any, but he still got Michigan 33-6.
Yes.
That's
Damn.
no love for Penn State whatsoever.
Who cares?
But I don't know how.
He's a Louisville guy.
Yeah.
What's Joe White have it?
Joe White has Ronhurst.
No,
minus
what's-
5.
Wait, Joe, take that over.
Joe, you want Ronhurst 5.5? We'll talk. I'll take your house. I got some inside intel that Ronhurst quarterback broke his foot the last game, so
Oh,
this is going to be a Spartans romp.
that's a big one.
Spartans romp, and the coaches are willing to pay the fine to score. So I'm
I think
Spartans 56.
I think
Nothing.
Oh,
I think karma bites Harbaugh this weekend. I think it's coming.
Say,
Or you know what else I heard? I heard this again tonight. That a suspension, he might not coach the Penn State game. That's been the rumor.
It's a
been
day
hanging
away.
out.
Now I know, but they've been saying that.
You can't suspend a coach a day before.
Why not? If you want to, dude, the way
What about the children,
Joe,
Smitty?
the way they cheated,
Just
don't you
kidding.
think the way they cheated is disgusting? They had guys on the sideline dressed in come on.
I mean, everyone steals signs.
Yeah, but that come
they
on,
did a little
It's how you go about it.
They did a little
military people do doing it. Computer
Are
software.
you against our servicemen.
No,
And
but
women?
to cheat, to use that
I
software.
thank Connor Stallings for his service to our country.
Oh my God, he's such a jackass.
AI's going
are you a
AI's going to be doing it for us soon.
Exactly.
who?
AI.
Yeah.
You said who?
I'm the answer.
Get out of here.
All right.
I'm ashamed Brody fell.
No, now he's gone.
He's focused. He's focused.
What time is it?
He's all dialed in.
Quarter to 10.
He's drinking his
It is late.
shakes.
I'm leaving soon. It's a long day at work.
Unde-
Oh wait, you don't have to work tomorrow.
Undefeated Spartans
And then, dude, Penn State.
championship game
Penn State.
Sunday 10:30 Northeast. Anybody wants to come?
We're trying to tailgate, but you
I-
guys don't want to get.
If I didn't have softball, I'd
You
be
wanna
there.
go?
I'll be golfing. I didn't
Dude.
know that his game was. I would have went. But I
It's
golfed.
messed up, bro. Ain't it?
I didn't. We had no heads up.
Is there gonna be a
we
big
had-
crowd?
I don't know.
You guys gonna fill the? You guys aren't gonna fill the whole place?
Somebody will fill
You
it.
guys do a parade if they win?
I think so. I'm gonna
Oh,
put
yeah?
a request in right down Southampton Road.
I was going to say where?
We'll start,
In-
we'll start
In the
at-
parking lot?
We'll start at Summerton at the.
And then Mama Mia said,
Oh, there you
Well,
go.
no, that's where we're going to start. Mama Mia's is across the street from. So maybe we'll start down in Parkwood.
Should
Start
start
at
it.
the 7-Eleven and go all the way up Southampton.
No, you should start at your parents' house and end up at Somerton.
That's only like.
"Are you gonna go?
We want to come.
Will you
over
go to the
Broad.
parade?"
We want to come.
I'll
all
go to
way
the
across
parade.
Boulevard and come around.
Come across.
Make it real interesting.
Yeah.
You
gotta
need a
earn this
permit.
one.
You need a permit to stop that traffic.
All right.
Did you see? Palmer said Harbaugh stealing signs just in time to go coach the Raiders next year.
I agree with that.
I asked him if he meant Ryan or the Las Vegas Raiders
Speaking of Ryan,
or the Ronhurst Raiders.
Yeah, it's Ryan.
Brandon Graham and the Eagles, bad week.
Yeah, yeah,
Fellas. We gotta be.
yeah.
He's not getting a Christmas card.
We gotta be.
And
better.
Jason Avant.
Yeah, I said the Eagles going there.
I think my buddy, right?
Yeah.
Me and Avant, we connected. He actually, I saw him again at training camp. He was like, "Yeah," he called me over.
Nice. There you go. Do a celebration.
I did. It's the best. I told Brody, it's the best games of the Eagles ever.
I don't know about ever.
I
Devontae's
wanted-
fans
I
are
didn't.
pretty.
I wanted to make Jason feel good.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
All right. We got what we want to send a shout out, a thank you out before we
Yeah,
head out here.
yeah.
By
Pat,
the way, sir.
Pat, our well, first of all, he's my high school classmate. Lives in Perth, Australia.
Don't vote against him.
Lives in Perth, Australia. He 5 years ago he was diagnosed with, I'm not sure the exact name of the cancer, but he was given a 5% chance to live. That was 5 years ago, and he's doing wonderful in his
Defying all odds.
yes, defying all odds. He's the tumors are almost non-existent throughout his system. He's done beautifully. I can't say enough for the guy. I'm thrilled that he's been able to pull through this and is still around. He put out a video last week for his 5-year anniversary of I don't want to say beating cancer yet, but his on his road to recovery. and his brother started out the video by saying, I thought this speech that I'm about to give was going to be a eulogy 2 or 3 years ago, and here we are 5 years later, and I'm speaking in his house in Perth, Australia, celebrating him still being with us. And it was about an hour and a half long video, and just over an hour into it, he gave a shout out to his high school classmates, myself included, but he gave a big shout out to Santa Boot First, and what it meant to him having being able to listen to us. He has actually listened to us during his chemo treatments on numerous occasions. It's been a while since he actually had a treatment, I think, but while he was going through some chemo treatments, he was listening to us, and he gave us a shout out for keeping him company during those things. So thank you, Pat Sweeney. Thank you, Pat, for doing that, and we appreciate the kind words, and we are all rooting for you. Port Richmond strong, living in Perth, Australia, and we're praying for you and hoping the best for you, dude. We know you'll pull through this.
I want to add to it. Pat doesn't know any of us other than Deke.
Right.
And like you said, he's been listening to us since day one.
Mm-hmm.
Contributes, sending us messages. One of our biggest fans, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Never met the guy. When the stuff happened with my niece a couple years ago, he gave a very generous donation to the family without ever saying a word to this guy other than through these screens. So, Pat, we do appreciate you. Congrats. Keep fighting the fight you are, buddy. Doing strong. I said Deke is tough as nails. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I think Deke's a little soft.
Yeah.
But he's a great guy. We do appreciate you watching us.
Yeah.
And we do. We want to see you here. We want to see you here to visit us.
Yep.
Come hang out at the bar. We'll go out. We'll have drinks. We'll have a nice dinner. But we expect you here with us, whether it's 5 years and 10 years, whatever it may be. Pat, keep fighting. And thank you for supporting us. And we'll throw up. I did take a clip from this video. We'll throw that up. But yeah, Pat, keep fighting. Fighting a good fight.
Yeah.
And Nate, that picture you just threw up is Pat, his son Aiden, and his brother Joe.
It's a celebration of life.
No, absolutely.
Good fight.
Yep. God is good. All right.
On that note, there's no Eagles game this weekend. Go Penn State.
I'll be. I picked against them, but I'll be rooting for Penn State.
Honestly, I know so many things online, but I do root for Penn State.
Yeah, he just breaks my chops.
Because that's fun.
I don't like these bigger school bigger. I wouldn't mind seeing Penn State.
When?
Yeah,
That's fine. We don't need you.
For a change.
I mean, I guess it's better than what Sparty's coach is doing.
Yeah,
Right?
Michigan State, and we just lost to JMU in basketball.
Yeah.
What was up about that?
Terrible. That Tom Izzo's nephew was the head coach of JMU.
Yeah, I think Tom Izzo needs to get fired.
Whoa. Calm down.
Come to the Sixers.
Oh, yeah.
Just
sure.
kidding. No, we got Nick Nurse. He's better than his up.
All right.
Wrap it up.
All right.
We're going to wrap it up.
Be excellent to each other.
Until next week, let's go Spartans.
Somerton Spartans, you
And
mean?
we all.
Stubborn Spartans. And we are going to win. Let's go.
Peace.
Until next week, be excellent to each other. See you next week.